Hello everyone! On today's first impressions we're gonna be having a look at World War II Rebuilder, Cities from the Ashes. This game looks like a city-scale house flipper. I read just a little bit of what it is. It seemed very interesting to me, so let's hit it. Let's start in France. It has missions. Wait, unavailable? Oh. Well, apparently I can't start in France, so... Well, let's start here then. In the tutorial. Maybe I'll learn something.
My big brother, Gilbert, died at, as Churchill called it, the British Empire's finest hour. He was a Spitfire's pilot during the Battle of Britain. This sky-high fight, which lasted for months, seemed to herald the end of the kingdom. Our victory only limited the scale of German air raids, which were carried out only at night during the Blitz. The number of those killed was in the tens of thousands. From July of 1940 to June 1941, the possibility of bombing our home was part of the life of every citizen. And yet, a few years later, British troops took part in the campaign that finally liberated Europe from the Nazis. At the time, I was too young to enlist. The war took my brother from me, and I was refused to avenge him. However, I think history has imposed on me another duty of no less importance. A country ruined by war requires rebuilding. People are waiting for a roof over their heads, for jobs at factories, and for the end of starvation rations. So, from my family farm, I set out to help with rebuilding the country for the future of all of us.
And here we are, and what is that? Why do I have a floating piece of rock? Anyway. Right, so far it looks similar to House Flipper. Graphics look pretty nice. Too bad that pretty nice means that it's kind of run down, but it's alright. Oh, that's cool. It tells you what you can use. Highlights what you can interact with the tool you have. Ah, the rock is resources. That is pretty neat. That it shows you exactly what you can interact with. Oh, and it has a cooldown. It's right there on the bottom left side of the screen. Well, the door tried to kill me. I wonder if I have to pick up all the resources or if I just have them. I probably have to grab them, but I don't know. Alright, let's see what tools we have. Yep, you have to collect the stuff and keep it on your person. I'm just gonna go grab everything. I suppose it's good when you have an excess of resources. What is that? Broken pipe up there. Looks like a welding torch. Alright. Oh, cutting torch. What do we got? That's neat. Use cutting torch to cut. Alright. Is it even cutting? Ah, there we go. So far, it's very, very similar to House Flipper. I don't like the music that much, but it suits the game. And I did enjoy House Flipper quite a bit. So, working on cities like this, and I've seen that you undertake some demolition operations with machinery as well. It looks fairly interesting. Okay, now brick. Nope. Rubble. And wood. Man, if only construction worked this way. Or if it was that easy. I wonder if you get perks or if you level up in this game. Alright, we got a roof. So far, so good. Oh, nice. Oh, and you got a sandbox mode as well. Alright. Oh, a train station. Cool.
During the war, the railway was used mainly for evacuating children from cities to the countryside and for military transportation. Now the train to London was full of volunteers, eager to rebuild the capital. Communication lines were one of the targets of Nazi air raids. Probably more than one military train had to stop in front of the destroyed section of the track, or was even destroyed itself by enemy bombs. But even without hostile activity, transporting ammunition is a dangerous undertaking. In nearby Soham, the train station was destroyed when a wagon full of explosives blew up on the platform. Something is not right. Our train stops, but it is still a long way to London. What's going on there? Broken tracks, rubble and wrecks. My God. Is this the Soham disaster all over again?
Oh, nice. We do have ability points. Hammer throwing? Excellent. Oh man. Let's get some detection range, some duration, and the cooldown. All right. Oh, nice. Oh, and our protagonist has no legs. Oh, that's a lot of junk. Well, it's hammer time! Well, that is a lot of material. This is good. Well, so far, I really like the simple design. it's not very complicated. It just lets you actually get in and do things and accomplish things. And I think this is great. It's also a simulator game, so it's slow-paced and chill. And I find this to be a good thing. Relaxing. And another great point I see is that it seems to have a little history baked into it of things that happened during World War II. I think this is really cool as well. Nice. I really like how the torch sounds. Oh wow, that track really was in really bad shape. Oh, I don't have enough space. Fine, we'll finish cutting operations and then just go stash it. I might have jumped ahead on the tutorial as well. Then again, it does say clear the tracks. Can I go inside? No. Ah, wait a second, that's not a... I guess that's not a pipe, that's just a drain. Maybe. It's a nice set of tools. What happens if I fall? I'd rather not find out. Oh. Well then, let's give it a try. There is a timer on this thing. Oh boy. What did I get into? There we go. I like it. A nice stroll on the countryside. Anyway. What do? I flip cities, rebuild stuff, clean up stuff, and also defuse bombs. That's one hell of a skill set right there. Anyway, where were we? We were collecting metal. We collected an entire... looks like the bottom frame of a train with our bare hands. And you know what? I mean, it's supposed to be realistic, but come on, it's also a game. It wouldn't be fun if you had to get the resources in a more complicated fashion. Some people might like that, and that's fine. But I just think it works okay as it is. But I will point out that it's still... yeah, it doesn't work that way. What's what the... I guess we have to clean that up too. Let's go have a look. Yup. Oh, here we go. Oh man. I'm not even sure if I'm cutting in the right spots. Seemed like it. Maybe. Am I able to crouch? I don't know. Not enough space. Blast. Oh, there's collectibles too? Very nice. I am gonna have to check the controls at some point to see if there's a crouch button. Ah! Fuck! That would have been real bad in real life. I'm glad it's just a game. That should have been clamped. Anyway. Good times. Not enough rubble. Oh. Well, I'm all out of rubble again. I also wish cleaning stuff went that fast. But nonetheless, it is very satisfying to clear rubble in this game. What? Why? Didn't I collect just a bunch of rubble down there? Oh no, each piece of rubble is 1. That is rough. Just shovel it all up. And when in doubt, use a hammer. The bigger the better. Oh, sweet. Now, I have to wonder how that locomotive got here. Maybe it was already there. It's best not to think too hard about these things. And there it is. What? Oh man. How come I don't have enough metal? Oh, I was looking at wood. I can't carry that much metal, it seems like. Alright. I do not like the limited quantities of resources. I'm not sure why it's necessary to have them in the pocket. And then again... Whoa, what? What's happening? What is happening? Oh boy. Well then. So, after our paranormal experience right there, that was cool. They showed how the events happened. However, I don't know how I triggered that. I was just walking around, picking up materials. Walking around aimlessly, as it may. Anyway. As I was saying, if you have the metal stored there, I'm not sure why it's necessary to have it in the pocket, which, well, also, how do you fit a piece that big of metal in your pocket? And yes, I'm nitpicking, it's not a problem, but I should be able to pull from the storage resource instead of having to pick it up. But it's alright. Oh man. Well, that is metal. How am I supposed to grab it? Do I cut it? No? Oh. Just collect it with the shovel. make that giant piece of metal disappear. Oh man, there is one piece of junk. And that wasn't it. Collectible! There's quite a bit to do in these maps. That is pretty cool. Very well, the tracks are fixed and clean. And I still need to take that whole car apart. And I don't know if there's more work to be done down there. And there's something that needs rebuilt up here besides the wall. And then that roof. So I am gonna leave it here because, well, we've seen pretty much, I'm not gonna say everything the game has to offer, but a decent part. And by this point, if you liked it, you might get it, and if you didn't like it, then you'll just move along. Or that's what I would do anyway. I think it is a fun game, and I like the historical aspect of it. It is definitely like House Flipper, only at a bigger scale, as I was saying in the beginning. I mean, if this game was called City Flipper, I wouldn't be surprised. I like the narrations that come with little morsels of history. I wish the events from the past, the flashbacks, maybe I didn't see it and I just walked by it, but I wish it let you know that you're about to trigger it or that you could trigger it manually. But yeah, so far so good. And the game takes enough gaming licenses to make it a game as opposed to being a chore. My only caveat to that is, well, you have all that stuff stored in there. So why not just have an unlimited inventory or just pull from what you've stored, you know? I don't know why this design decision was made, because, I mean, realism and so forth, but it's really not realistic to carry 65 pieces of metal in your pocket, so it can go either way, and it is a nitpick. It really doesn't matter. Oh. Nice, and we get to use wrenches and stuff. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So I like it. It has a bit of realism in there, but it's still very much a game. Kinda like a puzzle, you know, like a jigsaw puzzle. You collect the pieces, you put them in order, and then you reassemble. I like the sound effects, especially the torch. I really like the torch. And yeah, if you like simulator games, Car Mechanic Simulator, House Flipper, what be another one? Mech Mechanic Simulator, which I really like, then this game might be up your alley. I like that it has a campaign of sorts, and I also noticed that there's a sandbox mode. I wonder what the sandbox entails, because if you can choose any city and set up the parameters yourself, then it could be really fun, really entertaining to sink a few evenings in just on one big city and bring it back to its full glory. But who knows, I would need to check that game mode. Another title that this game makes me think of is Viscera Cleanup Detail, only that one is more of you're the cleanup crew for the FPS heroes that came before you and left a mess. It is a really entertaining game, even if you're just essentially cleaning, but it's very much in the vein of this, and I like bringing order from chaos. So yeah, I like what I see. And if you do too, maybe give it a whirl. I don't think you'll be disappointed. With all that said, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.